When news broke about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's latest venture, jaws dropped, and not in a good way. The royal world is no stranger to drama, but this was different. According to insiders, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are stepping into uncharted territory with their new documentary series, Cookie Queens, set to premiere in 2026. And the royal family's reaction? Nothing short of explosive. What started as an innocent celebration of Girl Scout cookies has reportedly spiraled into a project critics call a bold exposé of private royal life. And now, Prince William has publicly and privately signaled that the couple could face title stripping and an even harsher fallout than before. But what really happened behind the headlines? Let's break it down. Before we continue, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell for updates. The Cookie Queens controversy, sweet or sour? At first glance, Cookie Queens sounds harmless, even charming. A coming-of-age story about the joys, pressures, and pain points woven into one of America's most cherished rituals, Girl Scout cookie season. Cute, right? Imagine rows of thin mints, tagalongs, and Samoas. Innocent fun for children across the U.S. But here's the kicker. Sources claim that Harry and Meghan's version of the documentary isn't just about cookies. Behind the sugary premise, the couple allegedly plans to sell secrets about the British royal family, weaving subtle anecdotes and behind-the-scenes insights into the narrative. What's supposed to be sweet has suddenly taken a bitter turn. Think about it. How do you market something that's both a feel-good story and a veiled exposé? That's a tricky line to walk, and the royal family is already gearing up to respond. William reportedly described the plan as unprecedented and a potential betrayal of trust within the monarchy. Why Prince William is furious? Prince William has long been considered the stabilizing force of the royal family. He's cautious, measured, and deeply aware of the optics surrounding every member of the monarchy. So when Harry and Meghan announced Cookie Queens, his reaction wasn't just concern, it was alarm. Insiders say William viewed the documentary as a direct threat to the family's reputation, a potential leak disguised as entertainment. For a family that has struggled with privacy invasions and global scrutiny for decades, this was not just another celebrity venture. It was a calculated move that could unravel trust built over generations. Here's the key. William isn't just thinking about headlines. He's thinking about history. He's thinking about the legacy of the monarchy. And anything that risks portraying the family in a controversial light, even under the guise of cookies, is taken very seriously. So what happens when a royal sees a family member acting in a way they consider damaging? You don't just shake your head. You take action. And that's exactly what William has done. Titles under threat. What losing royal titles really means. One of the most shocking elements of this saga is the potential stripping of Harry and Meghan's royal titles. But what does that really mean? Titles aren't just fancy words. They're symbols of authority, responsibility, and heritage. Being a duke or duchess comes with privileges, ceremonial duties, and, crucially, the power of representation. Losing those titles is not just a symbolic slap on the wrist. It's a complete demotion from official royal status. For Harry and Meghan, title removal would mean no official engagement in royal duties, loss of ceremonial privileges at state functions, a public signal that the monarchy disapproves of their actions. Imagine it. One moment, you're a global ambassador of the crown, and the next, your titles vanish like cookies at a troop meeting. That's the weight of royal accountability, and insiders suggest William isn't bluffing. The hidden agenda behind Cookie Queens. Let's circle back to Cookie Queens. On the surface, it's a sweet, nostalgic story about kids, cookies, and coming-of-age lessons. But rumors suggest the Sussexes have woven subtle revelations into the narrative. According to sources, the documentary includes anecdotes hinting at family conflicts, subtle references to royal protocol and internal struggles, implicit critiques of traditional expectations and hierarchies. It's the kind of storytelling that entertains while leaving audiences questioning what's real and what's dramatized. And that duality, the blend of innocence with potential revelation, is what's raising eyebrows inside the palace. Think about it like this. If you were making a documentary about your childhood cookie-selling experiences, would you really need to mention internal family drama? That's exactly what makes this project controversial. It's sugar-coated espionage. Public and media reaction. As soon as the announcement hit Deadline and other media outlets, reactions went viral. Fans of the Sussexes expressed excitement. After all, who doesn't love a feel-good coming-of-age story? But critics and royal watchers sounded alarms. Social media exploded with debate. Is this a subtle attack on the monarchy disguised as a cookie story? Harry and Meghan are crossing a line. Why would they risk their legacy for a Netflix special? Cookies don't need controversy. Why stir the pot? Traditional media followed suit, framing the project as a potential PR disaster. Headlines emphasized royal secrets, betrayal, and title stripping, fueling speculation about internal palace fallout. Even tabloids and entertainment outlets noted the irony. A documentary about cookies might just crumble the family's public image. Lessons from royal history. The royal family has faced scandals before, from divorce controversies to public criticism, but few have involved projects explicitly produced by family members. The Sussexes' move is unprecedented in scale and audacity. Historically, when royals stepped out of line or threatened public perception, the consequences were swift. Titles were removed, appearances were limited, and careful communication strategies were deployed. William's response aligns with this tradition: protect the institution, enforce accountability, and maintain public trust. It's a delicate balance. The monarchy must protect tradition while allowing personal autonomy. Cookie Queens challenges both. The palace must navigate public outrage, private disappointment, and a global media cycle that moves faster than any internal review. Why this matters to the public? You might be wondering, why should we care? After all, it's just a documentary about cookies, right? Not quite. This story is about family dynamics under extreme scrutiny. How do personal ambitions intersect with public responsibility? Media manipulation and storytelling. How narratives are carefully crafted to influence public perception. The weight of symbolism. Titles, privileges, and public roles aren't just ceremonial. They carry real-world consequences. For viewers, Cookie Queens isn't just a sweet story. It's a case study in PR, relationships, and the challenges of living in the public eye. And that's why Harry and Meghan's move is causing ripples across social media, news outlets, and even internal palace strategy meetings. The Sussex strategy. A high-stakes gamble. From the outside, Cookie Queens looks like a creative venture. But from inside the palace, it's a strategic gamble. By blending entertainment with potentially revealing anecdotes, Harry and Meghan risk alienating supporters, losing titles, and creating tensions that may not be easily repaired. What's fascinating is the sheer boldness of the move. In the modern age, celebrities leverage storytelling for influence and income. Harry and Meghan are no exception. But the stakes are higher for royals. Personal branding, family reputation, and centuries-old traditions collide in one high-profile project. Will this gamble pay off? Or will it backfire spectacularly? That question hangs in the air as anticipation builds toward the documentary's 2026 release. Actionable takeaways for your own storytelling. Believe it or not, there are lessons here that apply beyond the royal family. Whether you're creating a podcast, a blog, or a short video, Cookie Queens teaches us about strategy, narrative, and the risks of mixing personal insight with public storytelling. Know your audience. Even the most entertaining story can backfire if it challenges deeply held expectations. Balance transparency and discretion. Revealing too much can create unintended consequences. Be prepared for backlash. Every public project carries risk. Plan for it. Leverage symbolism carefully. Titles, accolades, or family traditions can amplify impact, positive or negative. These principles aren't just royal strategy. They're life strategy for anyone navigating public perception. What's next for the Sussexes? The big question: what will happen next? Will Prince William and the palace escalate their response? Will Harry and Meghan adjust their narrative to soften criticism? Or will Cookie Queens set a new precedent for royals producing controversial content? Experts suggest all eyes will be on media coverage, public reaction, and palace statements over the coming months. One thing is certain: the story is far from over. And for royal watchers and entertainment fans alike, the stakes couldn't be higher. Sweet cookies, bitter consequences. Cookie Queens might look like an innocent documentary about Girl Scout cookies, But behind the scenes, it represents a clash of family, reputation, and strategy on a global stage. Prince William's reaction underscores the seriousness. Traditions, titles, and trust are at stake. For Harry and Meghan, it's a bold experiment in narrative control. For the royal family, it's a test of resilience and crisis management. And for the public, it's a front-row seat to drama, strategy, and storytelling at its most captivating. What do you think? Are Harry and Meghan overstepping their bounds? Or are they simply exploring creative freedom? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this breakdown intriguing, share it with friends, family, or anyone fascinated by royal drama. Because in the world of the Sussexes, one cookie can change everything.